Good afternoon, folks. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it with the family and maybe watching some football, just relaxing. Obviously, we're not in the playoffs, but at least I got a video for you to get your Lions fix. In this video, we're going to be talking about Lions trade candidates. I got 5 players that the Lions could ship away this offseason to get some capital back. Brad Holmes spoke to me just a couple days ago. And I mean, we already got one player potentially that could be traded away. That's David Montgomery. So that's why we're going to go ahead and get into this video. And to start this bad boy off, if you think it's a smart and sound idea to walk up to this polar bear and smack him in its face, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And sometimes being a Lions fan, you can get bit. Also, take that like button with you and let that bad boy get chewed up. Let's get into today's Lions trade candidates. All right, folks, let's get into it right now. Before we jump into the players, let's do a quick background check of the Lions cap space. And as you can see here, the Detroit Lions have a total of $13.46 million available in cap space. Expect that to go up when the Lions redo Jared Goff's contract. So just right now, we're at the 21st in cap space. That will go up soon, and the cap is going to go up. Again, we talked about this. Brad Holmes, he spoke to the media, and he already talked about one player in David Montgomery. And the Lions, if they want to save some cap, they can move some players. That's what they would like to do. The first player that I have the Lions potentially moving away here and trading away is Alim McNeill. Now, Alim McNeill, we signed him just a little bit ago to a long-term extension. But after the injury, Alim McNeill has not been playing that well. He hasn't. He has looked rough. He's actually one of the weakest defensive tackles on the team this season when he's only had 5 solo, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. The problem with trading Alim McNeill is his cap. It's his salary. Look at that. Salary of $24 million, cap of $28 million, dead cap hit. If the Lions were to trade him, we'll talk about what they can get. Would you trade Alim McNeill? T for trade, P for pass. Let me know your thoughts. What could they get for him? Due to the contract, you're not going to get much at all. And I think you would have to eat up some of the contract as well. You would have to reduce it for them. The Lions potentially could get a 5th-round pick, and the reason why is that contract. If the contract was good, you probably could get much better value. Next player on my list for the Lions potentially to trade is a player that doesn't have the biggest cap, doesn't have the biggest salary, but he does have a spot in this roster that he's not performing well on. And the Lions offensive line must do better in 2026. Giovani Manu came here as a project, and the project has failed. This regime gives teams 3 years, 2 years, and a training camp. This is the training camp period for Giovanni Manu. Lions going to be drafting tackles in the draft, and that puts him on the spot. The Lions wouldn't get much to get Giovanni Manu. Not much at all, right? We're talking potentially a draft pick of minimal proportions. Minimal proportions. Maybe a conditional 7th-round pick. Name a player you would trade away in the comments. Any player you want. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right now. It's time to challenge the status quo, and Polymarket is live now to help you do so. You can be part of the revolutionary alternative to sportsbooks with our special invite code. Download Polymarket's new app now via the link that is in the description comments to unlock exclusive early access and a free $10 in your account with the invite code chat. Polymarket is a prediction marketplace that allows you to make trades in the outcomes of sporting events. As you can see here on the screen, you can even buy and sell within a game with live trading. Polymarket has the lowest fees ever. You trade against other people, not the platform. You can cash out at any time and react to momentum swings within the game. You are in control. It's legal and available nationwide in all 50 states on their iOS app now. For this week's Packers and Bears game, Polymarket is giving the Packers a 52% chance to win and the Bears a 51% chance. That's cray-cray considering the fact that the Bears are hosting the playoff game. $10 free is waiting for you. No card, no deposit, nothing. Download the app with our exclusive code CHAT at chatsports.com/polymarket for exclusive early access and $10 free. Information of this will be in the description and comment section of this video. Check it out. Name a player you want the Lions to trade away. Any player in the comments right now. My number 3 player that I would like the Detroit Lions, or potentially they could trade away this offseason here, is cornerback Ennis Rakestraw. He's in a situation like Giovanni Manu, where this is year 3 for him. And guess what? He has done nothing during his tenure here at all. We drafted him in round 2, thinking he was going to be a nice complement to Terrion Arnold as our number 2 cornerback, but it has not happened that way because he has not been playing. He is injured. And if he does not make the field, or if he gets dinged up, the Lions got to think about what they can do. And what could they get for Ennis Rakestraw? I don't think it's going to be much. We're talking about a 2026 7th round pick. He hasn't done anything. And that's a massive fall from grace when you get and spend a 2nd round pick on him. But again, other team, what they're going to look at is a player who has been injured and inconsistent on staying on the field. And for teams, that's just probably something that they do not want to spend any sort of risk on. And so what do? You do a late round pick or a conditional draft pick. Now this would be a situation, again, we are through training camp and Ennis Rakestraw still to this point has not broken out at all at that corner position. Instead of just releasing him like we did with other players like last year of Broderick Martin, the Lions can at least attempt to get something out of Ennis Rakestraw. This is his year 3. He has got to show something in minicamp and in training camp. If not, he's in a world of hurt. Next player on my list here is Colby Sorsdal, Lions interior offensive lineman. He's been on this team for a couple years now. He has not done a whole lot, been injured, hasn't proven anything. And the Lions have a lot of work to do on this offensive line, and they're going to be doing a lot of work this offseason. They've already started with Mahogany and Miles Frazier, bringing in guys. They're going to continue to do it significantly all season, and that puts Colby Sorsdal at risk. So, what the Lions could they get for him? Maybe a conditional 2027 7th round draft pick. It's not going to be much because he's done nothing. Or a player swap at the 53-man roster where one team is getting rid of a player because they weren't making the roster. Same with the Detroit Lions. That's kind of what I think it would be right there. Sorsdal has done nothing, and we need to get rid of players that are doing nothing on this team. We need to get players on this team that are healthy, available, and getting better game to game, improving their skill set. Not staying the same or not improving at all. And unfortunately, Colby Sorsdal has been one of those players that has not improved the likes that we'd like him to improve. And that's unfortunate. He's got an opportunity to change that. We'll see what happens. If you hit that join button, folks, you can become a member. We do live shows on there. I take Q&A and I turn it into a video. We do other special things for members. Join the fam. Hit that join button. Let's go ahead and get into my number 5 player on here, and that's obviously David Montgomery, and this one is quite simple to understand. Brad Holmes said this: I know that it is a tough year for him in terms of the lack of touches, and I'm not going to say we went all in planning for it to be that way. I thought he handled it like a pro. So look, those are discussions that are going to have. But those are conversations they're going to have because I've got a lot of respect for a player. He deserves to be in a situation where his skill set can be utilized. So I'd love for it to be here. But if it can't be here, then you have to just see what you can work out is best for him. Well, if he wanted him here, he's the GM. He can stay here. He's still got a lot of wear and tear, and he's still a darn good back. Look at this year compared to last year. Yeah, he's got a little bit less touches, almost the same amount of yards. So he reduced himself on touchdowns by 4, went up 0.3, a little bit lackluster in touches. What would the Lions get in a trade for him? I would say a 3rd-round draft pick and a pick swap of a 6th-round draft pick. So the Lions get a 3 because we don't have one, and we give the team a 6th-round pick and David Montgomery because he's still a darn good back. And I think that teams would love to get him. Team like the Chargers, who are looking for a really strong power back. Maybe the New York Jets, who potentially their back leaves in free agency and AG is looking for somebody. We don't want to trade him to Chicago, but there's multiple teams out there that could take him. So give me your thoughts in the comments below. With that said, folks, adios.